Good afternoon, everyone. The New York Nick here, and the New York chick. She's back. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Well, I know how you're doing because I've been by your side since you've been hospitalized, and uh, now you're out. What, 2 weeks? 2 weeks as of yesterday.
Yes.
Okay. And do you want to fill everybody in? All three of our
Viewers?
viewers. Do you want to fill them in as to what happened, or is that too personal for you?
Gosh, it seems like a long time ago, but it's only been a couple of weeks. So, one Wednesday morning, a couple of weeks ago, I started having chest pain, and I, amongst some other symptoms, and it wasn't going away, and I started to get concerned. So I drove myself to the emergency room,
Which you should never do.
which you should never do. But I was not. I knew well, whatever. Anyway, yeah, you shouldn't do that. But so then Nick met me there, and because of my family history, they decided to keep me for observation and check my heart out because I did have some cardiac like symptoms. And so the next day, I think I went for a stress test, right? Nuclear stress test. And I did well with that, but I was still having some symptoms. Anyway, long story short, I wound up on that Friday having a heart catheterization. And luckily for me, thank God, it came back really perfect. There were no blockages. There was no evidence of plaque. It was a clean bill of health, which was a huge weight lifted off my shoulder because, like I said, I have a very strong family history on both sides of heart disease and sudden death and all those things. So that was what my doctor called an interlude. I went to the doctor the following week and I was telling her all the things, that went on. And just being in the hospital a couple of days kind of knocks you down.
Is that a real medical term, interlude? That's like a musical term.
Yeah, well, she said
there was nothing musical about that.
No,
Let me
but
tell
it
you
was,
something.
she said an interlude, meaning that like things happened, but there's no,
Like Beethoven's Fifth.
no rhyme or reason. I have my own theory. I won't share it publicly, but anyway,
You're back.
I'm back.
Okay.
And then last week we would have been back, but we took myself and my daughter took the kids to out of town, and we had a fun weekend, and
I was home by myself.
And he was home, and so he, I guess, didn't want to do Situational Saturday by himself. It was a last minute thing. We just, kind of just
the week before you had gotten home.
Yeah, but I went
up to it.
Oh no.
I did it with little Robert, and he was good.
Yeah, I was.
Are you? I don't know if you're gonna have a tough act to follow.
Yeah.
Can you burp out your nose? Like
no. No.
Try it.
No, I'm gonna pass on that
All
one.
right. Well, he was tasting seltzer. I think he never had seltzer before.
All the bubbles.
And he just inhaled all the
Cute.
carbonation.
Poor little thing.
I still get a kick out of that. Watching that.
I've watched that video, and that was hysterical. Yeah, he might. I got some feedback that he could replace me.
Well,
he's pretty good.
Anyway. All right. So a couple times while you were talking, I mean, I didn't want to be rude, but I wanted to taste this coffee before it got cold. So that's one of the things we do is coffee tasting. And you were nice enough to get me an espresso. I don't know if you can see that because it's kind of dark. An espresso coffee maker for my birthday. And this is something called Melozio, I think, or Melozio. Whatever. I don't know what that even means. Like mellow?
Maybe mellow.
Maybe mellow. I mean, that's something.
Melozio.
Anyway, he's got these pods, and it's a little different than the Keurig. It spins it around, and it comes out nice and frothy. And,
so this is what it looks like.
Yeah.
This is the the coffee version. They have different ones. They have espresso,
Okay.
of course, and things of that nature.
You know, we're not professionals by any means, and so we've done this a couple of times, and I told you, hey, we got to come up with something better than just saying, that's good, it's good, it's good. I mean, what kind of review is that? You know, so last time I tasted Black Rifle coffee, and I had gave you a little bit of background about the coffee itself. This Melozio is a Central American Arabica, and it is enhanced by sweet honey notes of fine Brazilian bourbon coffee beans. It's something it goes through a process called split roasting, where they actually roast the beans together so they get the best of each one. So it's the Central American Arabica, and the Brazilian bourbon coffee beans. They rate the intensity of this as 6 out of 10.
So it's pretty strong.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's a little better than moderate, I guess. And the aromatic profile, who knew these things, is smooth and balanced. Its aromatic notes is biscuity and cereal. So you tell me. You tell me.
Okay.
They say if you add milk, you taste a little more of the cereal. I don't know if that was a joke or not. What do you think? Be honest. Is it biscuity and cereal? You don't like it. You don't like it.
It's very smooth. It is not overpowering and strong. I happen to like very strong coffee. So this would be a little bit on the weaker side for me. What do you think? It might be a little too mellow for me. I mean, it's good, but.
Oh, okay. It's do you taste any of the biscuits or cereal? I don't know.
No.
Definitely mellow. I might like a little bit stronger too.
Yeah.
We're like, we got a lot of same interests.
Okay.
You should take this a little step further. Okay. So coffee tasting. I mean, it's definitely drinkable. I mean.
Oh no, it's really good.
I would sip on it.
Totally like it, but I just like a more robust. I like a darker roast, like a stronger coffee, but I also like it smooth. So I do appreciate that this isn't like bitter or anything.
Well, I mean, they have like the espresso shots in there. You could.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
You're not good on that. You're good on that. All right.
Well, yeah, I'm good for now.
Well, all right, moving right along. Let's get to the. This is something I've been wanting to do for a couple of weeks now, but you obviously
bowed out.
You bowed out, but I wanted to do something just like a Newlywed Game to see how much we know each other and expose how much we don't on camera, which is
I think
goofy.
So. That's really.
Do you have yours?
Yeah, I have mine in my pocket.
Okay, you have yours in your pocket.
Oh.
All right. Who's gonna? All right, we'll go first.
Okay. You're gonna go first?
No, I usually choose you out for this, and I've won every single time. Should I continue my record? Should I have?
Yeah, totally. Oh, you mean choose?
Yeah, you know.
Odds evens.
You know how to
Shoot.
do that?
Yeah, I know, and I keep losing.
You lose every time, but maybe you get lucky.
Okay.
Time. All right, best out of 3. What do you want, odds or evens?
I'll take odds this time.
You take odds?
Yeah.
All right, ready? Well, no cheating. 1, 2, 3, shoot. Oh, all right, there you go. 1, 2, 3, shoot. All right, you got me. Good job. I just gave it to her because she was sick.
You did not. You didn't even know what I was going to throw out.
I know you better than you know yourself. Go ahead.
Okay, so what's the story? Like, what do I do?
All right, so do you want me to go first or you go first since you won? It's your choice. All right, the first question is, let's go with the.
So do you answer? You're going to you read them the answer and then I'll tell you.
All right, what is your spouse's favorite color? Right, and so you have to.
Okay, I have what I think yours is.
All right, and so am I going first now? Am I going to answer that first?
Oh, but we should have wrote down what it really is.
I know what it is.
But like, okay, we're on the honor system, so okay. Because I know what my favorite color is, but I didn't write it down to prove that I'm not changing it to make you lose.
I know, I trust you.
Okay.
Your favorite color is green.
Yes, totally.
Okay, I got it right.
Okay.
All right, good for me. Well,
I said blue.
My favorite color is blue.
Okay.
You're making this too easy. All right, go ahead.
Okay, well, that was really easy. I mean, if you don't know what your mate's favorite color is, you're in trouble.
Okay, now.
Right?
Yes. All right.
Okay.
Now, what was their first job? Now, you told me that I would never get this.
Oh my gosh.
And if I get it right, what am I going to win if I get it right? Because I'm going to tell you what your job is.
Well, you don't, very few people actually really know this.
I know what it is.
Almost illegal.
I know what it is.
I
know what it is.
Am I nervous?
Can I get exposed the thing that wasn't supposed to happen? You were a school attendance keeper.
Oh, that was legit.
Job.
No, it wasn't my first job.
It wasn't your first job?
Not really. I can't say what my first job was on Publix.
Really? All right.
Okay, well, my first job, that was my first job in high school. I had a job at 13.
So the question of said, what was your first legitimate job? I mean, who gets a
No, I had a job at 13.
I don't want to know about it.
I was a camp counselor.
You were a camp counselor? You were a camp counselor?
In Manhattan.
That's a fabrication.
It was not.
A camp counselor?
Yes, I worked in
like
for
a
the
summer
parks
camp?
For the parks department. Yes, New York City.
You don't like anything that moves. Squirrels.
No, it was. It was in Manhattan. It was not in Brooklyn. It was.
You mean
Manhattan.
the youth summer program?
Yeah, something like that.
I was part of that too. I mean,
you got paid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my first job.
That wasn't illegal.
That's well.
That wasn't illegal.
It was if you didn't show up.
What was my first job? You got paid? That's a whole. All right. Anyway. I don't know who was behind. I know who was behind that. Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to say your first job was a newspaper delivery boy.
I delivered the Daily News until I was in 8th grade to senior year high school. That's right.
See?
Yeah, very good. Okay. 2 for
oh my
you
gosh.
and 1 for me. All right.
No, well, you would have never known that because I don't tell people.
No, the whole world knows. All 3 of our listeners know. Now. Okay. All right. This is the most difficult one. If your spouse were an animal.
Well, this is just an opinion.
Right.
So this is an opinion because I'm not thinking, did you think what you should be as?
I'm going to answer the way I think you would answer for me. I'm going to answer what I think you would pick for me.
Okay.
All right. And it better.
Okay, so you're gonna try to guess what's on this card.
Right.
Okay.
What you answered for me.
Okay, go. You're not gonna guess it. Unless you cheated and looked.
An owl.
Come on, you cheated.
No, I did not.
You totally cheated.
Yes.
Did you look? No. Did you look? Seriously.
Owl. Elvis. Yes. Good job.
No, but see.
I didn't look. I didn't look. Okay, 2-2.
Okay, I didn't think of what I would be.
Okay.
So if I was a
I'm picking
animal,
it for you now.
I know.
What would it be?
What would it be? Oh gosh. I'm just gonna go with a puppy.
A puppy.
A dog. Because I like to cuddle.
All right, explain one.
A dog, like
to cuddle?
Well, a little puppy, I like to have fun, run around.
I picked 2 of them for you.
Whatever. What's one of them?
An otter.
An otter?
Yeah.
What's an otter?
Laughter, curiosity, feminine power, grace, empathy, joy, play, helpfulness.
An otter is feminine? An otter is the ugliest thing ever.
Some people think otters are cute. They always steal the show at SeaWorld.
I don't even know what an otter. I just saw an otter last week, and they're ugly. An otter, really?
The curiosity part, where you're always, nosing around.
Oh, okay.
Inquisitiveness.
I'm inquisitive.
You're nosy.
And what was the other one?
That was kind of the joke one.
Okay.
Bluebird.
A bluebird?
Symbol of hope, love, renewal.
Oh, wow. You really thought deep.
Yeah. It symbolizes the essence of life and beauty. Dreaming of bluebirds often represents happiness, joy, fulfillment, hope, prosperity, good luck.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so bluebird. And plus, bluebirds, I mean, we used to know the little bluebird lady.
So I'm not a puppy?
No, you're not a puppy. If I would have said puppy, you would have been like, I'm a dog. I'm a dog.
Well, better otter. Than an otter.
I know you. I just did like get a rise out of you. But yeah, you are nosy. Otter. I'm gonna call you daughter.
Daughter.
Daughter. I said it, daughter.
Oh, good.
Daughter.
Okay.
All right. Well, how about those Mets?
Oh, we did good.
Mets hanging on to still first place.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they got 16 players injured, which is the most in the major. Yeah, 16 players, even their bench players.
Is this injured. Such a thing? This
16
the whole
players,
team.
almost. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
How did they get hurt?
Various ways: spraining their wrist, running into walls.
I guess they're playing hard.
Muscle tightness.
They're playing hard, at least.
I don't know.
How's the Yankees?
I think they were in third place.
Okay, because
they're not doing as great as they usually do.
They'll come. There's plenty of time.
And the Knicks lost last night. They're down 2-1, but they actually won a playoff game for the first time in a long time. Okay. How about some situations?
Oh, and just FYI, what about the Hurricanes?
What about them?
Hockey. They're doing really good.
Are they?
Yeah.
Who cares about hockey? I don't care about the Hurricanes.
Anyway, get your situation.
How do you know anything about the Hurricanes?
Because I saw it. They won another playoff game in overtime. Yeah. That's what you should have asked me on the Newlywed Game. Something about sports. I would have tricked you.
You know nothing about sports.
Yeah. Okay.
Annalise knew more about sports than you do.
I don't know a lot about football because I don't like football, but I do know stuff about hockey and basketball and baseball. Go on.
You don't?
Yes, I
do. All right.
This keeps going dark and light. I don't know why.
Someone's blocking the light.
Oh. Sorry, guys.
We're on a boat.
See Jasper? He's laying down.
Yes, does what he always does.
Little Jasper. He got a haircut. He's so cute. Oh my gosh, he is the cutest.
You pain in the butt.
Okay.
All right. Situation for Nick. Situation for Donna. You go. No, you go first.
Okay, I'm gonna go first this time. No dares.
No, Well, you didn't want to.
I didn't want to do a dare.
Yeah, you're taking advantage of the sickness thing. Yes.
Let's see.
You wrote that. What's going on here?
Yeah, because this is me. When I put a D, that was what I wrote.
Yeah, use this one.
Okay.
How come
you mess this up every single week.
All right,
this is supposed to be your thing. I'm gonna have to take over.
Yeah, you take over. Okay, take over.
I don't want to answer my own question.
Take over.
No, I have enough things to do.
Okay. I got nothing to do.
Okay.
Go out there and pick some weeds out.
This is my situation.
My back out there today.
You and a friend like to play golf, bowl, shoot pool, whatever. The friend is much better than you and wins most of the time. On a rare occasion that you win, they become angry and their whole demeanor changes. How do you handle this?
Is that a good one?
Yeah.
Have you ever? I mean, don't name names because you. I mean.
No, this doesn't never happen to me because I'm not very competitive. Like I don't. When the only thing I really do with friends, is go out to eat and shop, and there's really nothing that you're gonna fight about in that. Right. So this is probably more of a man's thing. But I'll just make believe that this has happened. And if that was the case, seriously, I wouldn't do it. I'd be like, you know what? You something's wrong with you. That you once in a blue moon, if I win, you get mad like a sore loser. Like, grow up.
Are you gonna talk to your friend that way?
Well, what kind of friend would act like an infant? Like if they're like seriously.
People have egos, and sometimes they get bruised.
I don't like that.
But I'm just saying. I mean,
I would be like,
that's not such a. I'm just saying that is not such an uncommon experience.
No, it isn't. I'm sure, but it was uncommon. It's uncommon to me.
Okay.
Because that doesn't happen. Like I said, I would. That would happen to you because you're very competitive. You are.
I'm not very competitive.
You're extremely competitive. You beat the kids at their own game. You try to beat little kids.
I try to beat little kids.
Well, you don't let them win. You just.
Why would I let them win?
Because they're little kids.
It's not teaching them.
Yeah, well, but I understand this. I would just say, I wouldn't really say you're a baby. I would probably just say, look, I enjoy your company, but I don't really appreciate when you act like that. So if you can't, if that's the way it is, I don't want to ruin our friendship. Let's just not meet on those terms.
Okay.
Let's shop instead.
It's hard for me to imagine friends actually having that conversation.
What? What would you do?
What would I do?
Yeah. How would you handle that?
Do I have to answer that? Because
no.
This strikes a chord with me because this
Has
is a
that
situation.
happened to you?
Yeah.
And what happened?
Well, I don't want to throw.
Don't throw any
friend
names.
under the bus, but yeah.
No, for sure.
Yeah, as long as that person was winning, they were just so happy, and all of a sudden, I got tired of losing, so I went out and practiced because I wasn't tired.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then I started winning in at least half the games, and sometimes more than.
And
half
then
the games.
they got
was like, hey, started making excuses like, hey, I can't show up this weekend and whatever,
oh, wow.
whatever, and they just never. And then I was like, all right, well, it was fine when you were spanking me at the game, but now you're now that you're starting to lose a little bit, you don't want.
Can you tell me who it is?
I can tell you who it is later.
Okay.
I'm telling you
all right
now. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Because I'm nosy.
Guess you're an honor, daughter. Okay, daughter. Okay. All right. Which is the one that you opened already?
No, I don't want to do that. I use one of my new ones.
Situation for Nick.
This one's a good one.
This one's a good one. I'll be the judge of that.
We need to get a stand for this.
Stop moving. You don't
Okay,
know.
sorry.
Look at this.
I'm gonna get a stand.
That'll make us a lot better. All this. Okay. You and your spouse, have been working hard towards eating healthy and incorporating exercise into daily life. You notice your partner's spouse beginning to backslide. They are making poor food choices, gaining weight, etc. How do you handle this? Do you tell them or you keep quiet because it could hurt their feelings? Why did you write this? Is this have an element of truth to it? Is this about me?
No, I'm just, it's a common, in my line of work, this happens.
Okay.
Seriously. Look, what happens to everybody.
This is a hard one because.
It's happened to me. It's happened to you. It's happened to, no one's perfect.
Oh, it's never happened to you.
What?
It's never happened to you where I've ever said to you.
No, I'm not saying you.
Your weight.
No, but I'm asking how you would. This is a real situation.
Well, all right.
Seriously,
I will not handle.
Serious.
I know some husbands who tell their wives flat out, "Hey, you're getting a little chunky around the middle," and I just could never do something like that. I just find that unhelpful and maybe hurtful. Well, hurtful. Who's not hurt by that? I don't know. I don't know.
There's no
this is like when your wife tries on a dress and comes has an armful of clothes, comes out of the dressing room with one dress on and says, "How do I look in this?" There's that moment like you don't know what to say because not every dress is out of flattering.
Right.
I always tell you the truth there. I'll tell you the truth there because I don't want you to I mean, you have a good sense of that.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I mean,
you're very modest about stuff like that. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, but I mean, this would have really depending. If sorry, they made poor choices, and if they've done it before, and I mean, it's just like a rough patch that they're in, and they're gonna pull themselves out. I mean, you've seen this happen before, and then you try to identify why they're doing this. Is it emotional or whatever? And then if it is, then try to find out how you can sidestep that. In other words, help them get through that emotional period so that they can get back on course. But if it's not going to turn itself around and it becomes a situation where they're actually jeopardizing their health, then I think you have an obligation to say something. You're packing a couple extra pounds around the middle, and that it's going to come off again. That's okay. But now if you're getting to the point where it's compromising your heart and your cardiovascular system and stuff like that, I think you'd have an obligation to say something. It would be a tough conversation to have. Why did you find it so funny when I opened this up?
I don't know.
Be serious? I mean, yeah.
No, I just because I laugh a lot.
Because you put me on the spot with that one.
No, I just thought it was a good one because really, I'm thinking.
What do you do? Like we know couples where the husband says to the wife, like,
"Oh
hey,
my gosh, yeah,
I mean,
that's not ever
I never say anything like that.
No,
to you, right?
No, and I would never say that either. And there are lots of wives that say to their husband, like in my job and in what I do, I have had wives sign their husbands up as clients. I don't advise that because unless someone's ready to take on a health journey, telling someone they need something before they want to do it is not advisable.
Well, then the other thing is like you also, here's the thing. You should, if you're opposite, I'm going to flip this now. If your spouse partner is making inroads toward better health, you should firmly support that.
Yeah, and there's opposite. People sabotage.
And subvert what they're trying to do.
Yeah, that's
like
terrible.
Bringing home like a dozen donuts.
Yeah.
When the ones that they like and leaving them on the counter. Because
people don't like change. They are threatened when someone else is changing. Like you saw me losing weight initially. You were working out, doing your own thing, and you saw me losing weight, and then hopped on. Initially, when I asked you, you didn't want to. You're like, oh no, I'm good. I'm doing my own thing, which is fine.
Well, I'm stubborn that way. I mean, I think I know it all sometimes.
But I'm just saying, like in a situation where let's say, like, okay, you're doing it together, you're trying to be healthy, and all these things, like there could, and I guess depending on the people and where they are in their relationship, like you could also encourage them by like getting back out, or let's say let's cook together, let's make like something more healthier, or just things like that. But I mean,
look, we recognize that when two people harmonize, I mean, they have more power together. And when I joined in with you doing what you were doing, then we really kind of, most of us kind of skyrocketed, right?
Yeah, because then you can have the same types of things in the house. You're not bringing in cookies for one person and, the other person's watching them eat cookies while they're eating a protein bar or something, like it's always easier together. But I just, made, because it was a last minute thing. I was like, what can I write about? But this is a serious situation, but it's also common because you also should be able to say to your spouse, like, are you, if you see me eating like a bag of potato chips, now you might not want to say it at that moment. Like, why are you eating potato chips? Because it's probably not a good day. But at some point you might say, is everything okay? Because I noticed you're eating potato chips. And see what happens. Anyway.
Good.
You're good.
Okay,
anyway.
All right. Well, that's it, because you said you didn't want to do too many different things today.
No, that's good enough.
Okay.
It is a holiday weekend. We are honoring those who gave their life protecting our country. And so that is a somber occasion, even though, some people are, it's like a kickoff to summer in some respects, but, the true meaning behind it is somber, and it is, pray for those who lost their lives protecting ours. So, but other than that, I'm happy to be feeling good. And we did miss our New York trip because I was sick. Sorry. I mean, that kind of stunk. I was not up to going anywhere that next week. It really took me a good week to get back, like feeling I had my energy level back. But
we'll get up there.
But we will get up there, and we'll get together next week. I'll be here next week. 1 week I'm going to be gone. Oh no, I think. Well, that will be for a while. We could meet, like we could do Zoom together and do it. I'm going to be in Florida. You'll be here. That'll be interesting. That'll be cool.
We'll try to figure it out.
Yeah.
Right now we're not very technologically savvy.
No, well, first thing I'm going to do is get a laptop stand, because that's what is way you can angle it that it doesn't keep slipping. Anyway, thank you very much. Hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Long weekend.
Enjoy the extra day off. No matter what weather comes your way. And it's pretty bad weather up there in New York, I think.
Yes. But and it is going to be cool, a little cool here tomorrow. But yeah, safe and healthy, and we'll see you next week.
Stay cool.
Bye.
Take care of yourself.